My God, I feel like it's been forever. I really do. I feel like it's been forever. We haven't had a Friday night hangout in a long time. Long time. So I am glad that I am here. There are a lot of new subscribers. Let me just get some. Let me set the mood a little intimate, right? None would be complete without our background music. Um, yeah, there's a lot to talk about, man. We welcome back, right? Welcome back. It's been 2 weeks. I had to go to Florida. Had to try to get a house, apartment, whatever it is. We're heading down there. A lot going on, and I even lost my voice from that last Instagram upload. A lot of new subscribers. So thank you for all my new subscribers, and thank you for everybody that has been with me, been rocking since day one. So listen, my name is Richie Hustles. Do a little quick introduction. You guys know that I go into Walmart, I buy things low, and I sell them on Amazon. That's my business. I do wholesale, I do retail arbitrage, and on Friday nights we do a Hustleholics hangout. So every Friday night, usually every Friday night, we meet here and we give everybody a chance to ask your questions about Amazon, eBay, selling, reselling. If you want to ask any questions about life, whatever it is that you want to talk about, that's what we do here. So, a couple milestones that we hit. We hit 26K on a YouTube. 26K, guys. That's huge. That's huge. Let me see what's up in the chat here. Joe Gonzalez, what is up? Ariel Mio, glad you're here. Poker cards, yes, it is. It is 7. TC DeVivo, iClaw Machine, what up? April Villela, how you doing? We got Suburban Beard in the building. Mr. Suburban Beard, what is up? So where do we start? I feel like there's so much to talk about. We're doing tomorrow night. We're doing a live box break battle styles for the Pokemon. I have an unopened sealed booster box of battle styles. You can go to hustleholics.com. That's www.hustleholics.com. Grab yourself some packs. We're gonna open them live tomorrow. Thank you for everybody who has bought packs already. Much appreciated, much love. We only got one booster box. That means there's only 36 packs. So if you want a pack or packs, make sure you head over there and check that out. So guys, like I said, every Friday night we come together, we hang out, we chill. What up, JJ Reyes? We ask questions about Amazon. We talk Amazon. I'm sure a topic tonight is going to be Amazon's limits, right? I don't know if anybody's struggling with that. But what I want you to do is ask your questions in the chat, and we're going to try to answer and get to everybody tonight. It's been 2 weeks. We didn't do one. Was it 3 weeks? 2 weeks. 1, 2. Yeah, 2 weeks. So welcome, everybody. My allergies, it's crazy because down in Florida, I didn't have, I feel like I didn't have these breathing issues with my sinuses. I come back up north. I don't know if it's like an altitude thing, because I know Florida is sea level. But then I come up here and I'm like, I'm stuffing, I'm like swollen in my gland. It's just crazy. It's different. Let's see. So yeah, ask your questions in the chat. We're gonna get it cracking in just a few minutes. What up, Logan? We got apple juice tonight, baby. We're gonna get it going. Oh man. I have a lot of energy, man. And I didn't drink no coffee. I was amped. All right, let's hop into the chat. Maybe if I start early instead of waiting, I won't get so far behind. Slipper says, Hey, a little early into the stream, but I have a question. How would you read a creeper? How would you read a keeper chart to show how many sellers have been on a listing in the past? Great question. And you know what? I think that's probably something I can do here real quick. Let me see. So when you're on Keepa, let me just pull up a random product so I can pull up Keepa. When you're on Keepa, there are different sections of... Hold on one second. There are different sections that you can look at. The big box is obviously the main box. That's where you look to find... Wait a minute. Just trying to zoom it up so I can show you. Okay. This is the main box everybody looks at, right? This shows you, this green line shows you the sales rank, right? The yellow, the orange is Amazon. The next box down right here, this one shows, and I'm trying to zoom it up so I can show you. Where is it? This shows you what it was. Hold on, where the heck is it? Right here. So see how it says one new offer? It's, well, if I can get it to stay. I don't know if you can see it. So it says one new offer. You probably can't see it because of the lighting and the way it is. Anyways, it says here one new offer. So that's what you want to look at. And you can look at the new count offer. And then also, you can also go into... Why is this bugging out like that? This is bugging out. Anyways, if I can, I wish I could show you better. But anyways, it's on there. It's down on the bottom. When you look at the main graph, not the category below it, but the last box, this last box here would tell you how many, and then you can zoom out a year. But this product's only been listed for 3 to 4 months, so it's not going to zoom out a year. But anyways, that's where you see it right down here. And you can see how many people were on that listing. Usually it's, you know what I mean? It's like this just happens to be the product I picked. Let me see if there's another product I can show you. Let's see this one. Because I just want to show you what it normally looks like. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are just joining, make sure a good way to support this channel, support me, is to smash that like button. Do me a favor, take 1 second, smash that like button. This is better. This is a better idea. Let me see if I can zoom it up here. Okay. So this is the sales, right? So you're looking at, this is the sales rank and all that good stuff. This is the velocity. And then down here, this is where you're going to find your people. Now, check this out. This has gone so many people. The higher it goes, the more people are on that listing. So down here, it said one new offer, and then it slowly climbs up to where it's right here. It shows 20 offers. And then if you go even further, right there, it shows 22 offers. Okay? So it's that bluish purple line on the Keepa at the bottom. Those offers are the people that are on the, each offer is a person that's selling that. So that's how you can track. And then if you don't want the 3-month view, you can just hit year or all time, and you can track different times of the year. If something's seasonal or whatnot, you can track that to see how many people would hop on a listing at any given time. You know what I mean? Flipping over 2021, what is up, Dead Channel? Can you just any day sign up with a Uber Eats and do it, or is there a process? Yeah, so with Uber Eats, from what I remember, I mean, things could have changed from a few years ago, but I know when I signed up, they had to do a background check, and the background check took like 30 days. And then once you pass that and you submit all your what is it called? Your insurance, you have to take pictures of your inspection sticker. take pictures of your license, take pictures of your registration, and then once your background check comes back, you should be able to be good to go. Your app will be activated, and you should be able to start driving in no time. I loved Uber Eats, man. What a great way to make quick money, man. If you hustle at that, you can make good money. Let's see, iCloud. How did Walmart shopping go this week back in Mass? You know, I gotta tell you the truth. I've only been in a handful of Walmarts. I really haven't been in any Walmarts. I went into a Marshalls. I went into Lowe's. I did go into my local Walmart, and this Sunday we're gonna be going into another Walmart. So honestly, this Sunday will be my first like in-depth Walmart haul or shopping experience in since Florida. I've been really trying to clean out my garage, trying to get things ready to put the house up for sale because gotta get things ready. You know, moving out of state is no joke. Janine Dixon, what is up? Juan from Arizona, how you doing? Mr. Logan. AJ Regala, you think inflatable pools are oversaturated or worth picking up and holding on to? I mean, I think until like June, pools will be okay. I definitely think that ship has sailed because Walmart put out their pools, you know, over a month ago. So, you know, I definitely think that ship has sailed. I think you'll be able to make profit and you'll be good with it. But I think once you hit like June, July, everybody's going to be all set. I mean, I'm not buying any pools right now, even if I saw them. I mean, if there were a smaller pool to send it to Amazon, I'll send it in. But you might still be okay with pools right now. Leon says, I scored a Coleman pool this week and curious, how did you ship yours? And how long did it take for you to sell? Leon, so I sold mine in about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. I didn't ship it. I sold it locally on Facebook Marketplace. I ended up selling it for $1,000 cash. So I paid $154 and I sold it for $1,000. So I made $850 profit. I'll drink to that. Apple juice in the building, Logan. I think I found a warehouse finally. Oh, that would be awesome. Oh, I can't breathe. You hear that? Like, it's literally like I'm physically blocked. It sucks. Oh. Melissa Sparks, how you doing? Brian D'Souza in the house. Hey, Richie, welcome back. I'm taking a road trip, sourcing trip. Quick question. When shipping an FBA from the road, do you change your shipping from address to where you are at the time? No. But so my answer is no. But I think the actual answer is yes. And I think that's because, like, you know, the shipping cost for me to ship from Mass to New Jersey is different than if I have to send it to a New Jersey warehouse from Florida. I'm sure I'm getting it in the colo on the back end on that one, but I did not change my address. Just because if something happened, I didn't want anything, you know. Should I have? Probably. You know, I think the correct answer, I believe, is yes. If you want to get accurate shipping. And honestly, when I'm living in Florida, I don't think I'll be shipping to a New Jersey warehouse, you know. I think I'll be shipping to another warehouse. But I did not change it while I shipped it. And last time in February when I was there, I didn't change it either. And I was fine. I didn't get any emails about it. I didn't see any abnormal fees on my account. I'm sure either way, Amazon will get their money. You know what I mean? J Dollar, what up? Poker cards, what's a good profit margin compared to ROI? I like to stick with, you know, 30 to 50% profit. You know, if I'm gonna buy something for 10, I want to make at least 5. You know, like I want I guess profit margin and ROI is almost. I try not to go lower than 50%. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you don't want to buy something for $10 and make $2 profit, unless you had like 1,000 of that item to make it worth it. Because you're gonna get crushed on shipping, and if you pay Amazon to prep, or if you were supposed to prep something and you didn't prep something, and now Amazon charges you, and now your profit and your ROI is different. I like to stay about 50%. 50% definitely. I had a bad experience with Walmart security yesterday. I was treated like a criminal because I found an entire end cap of maternity tops for $1 each. He held me against my will by taking my card. Really? You can't do that. I mean, in my state, you can't do that. You cannot block like. So listen. So I understand. The private company army is going to come out and everything, but in my state of Massachusetts right now, if I purchased something, I do not have to show my receipt to the person, right? That's number one. Number two is they cannot, if I've paid for my stuff, they cannot get in my way and hold me against my will. It is illegal. It is a lawsuit waiting to happen. That's in the state of Massachusetts. I've read the reseller laws. Don't bother trying to tell me otherwise because I know my stuff in Massachusetts. Now, in other states, I'm sure the laws are different. I don't know what the laws are. I'm not sure how they can hold you if you've already paid for it. I would have gave them one of these. You know what I mean? Yep. Do you like Walmarts back home locally better compared to Florida? So, I mean, I'll tell you this. I mean, the Walmarts here are not there's not as many Walmarts in Massachusetts. Like in Walmart, I could literally hit like eight, nine Walmarts all within like 30 minutes of each other. Here, there's maybe like two or three within 30 minutes of me. I mean, you gotta understand, I'm in a state that has 7 million people. Florida has 22 million people, right? On top of that, Florida does have a lot of resellers. The number two state. The number two state for resellers is Florida, right after California. California's number one for the amount of resellers. You know, I think the employees in Florida are a little bit more gung-ho, like I'm a Walmart warrior type of person. Whereas in Massachusetts, I've never really had anybody stop me for quantity, except for one time when I was trying to purchase 4 Xbox controllers, and he was only going to limit me for 2. And I told him I had somebody in the car, and they were just going to come buy the other 2. He ended up selling me the 4 in 2 different transactions, but he was cool about it. Employees down in Florida, man, like they're like really, like Walmart says this. You need to listen to me, and if you disobey, I don't like you. Like, Walmart is full of, Florida's full of Walmart warriors down there. Like, as far as employees, I mean, they're gonna have a hard time with me. I'm not gonna have a hard time. They're gonna have a hard time with me because I'm gonna have to brush up on like Florida law and stuff like that. As far as like resell, 'cause I know Massachusetts reseller laws, and I know what I know the deal in Massachusetts. You know what I mean? I don't know anything about Florida, but I have to start learning. I think it's sometimes weird in Florida how some Walmarts will have half their lights off, almost 2 hours before they close. Someone said it's because they're closing and they want to deter you from shopping in that area. Other people said it's to conserve energy. A multi-billion-dollar company trying to conserve energy, 2 hours before they close seems a little weird, but that's my experience so far. But I do love the fact that if I literally left my house at 7 a.m., I would probably be able to hit like 12 to 15 Walmarts, all within like an hour of each other. That's how close they are. It's crazy. What's funny is I put a little a little sour taste in some of the Floridian resellers down there. You guys understand? Like I got hate. I've gotten like hate messages on IG talking about, oh great, you're coming down to Florida. Why don't you stay in Massachusetts? We don't need another reseller. Like, oh my God, like what are you gonna come down and fill your car? Like blah blah blah. Oh, you were in my neck of the woods. Go back to Mass. Like the hate is crazy, and it's like, bro, I'm sorry you depend on one store. Like, yo, like I resell, but I'm not going down there with 18 wheelers pulling out. I don't know. There's a lot of hate going on. You know what I mean? I mean, it's been mostly love, but there's some haters too. Can't wait till the day I run into a hater. I shake his hand or try to. Be like, bro, don't hate me. I'm just part of the game like you. Hello, Richie. I made my first 2 Amazon sales with the Pioneer Woman cookware. Hell yeah. I was thinking about getting a few more boxes, but there are 15 offers now. Is that too many people now? No. I mean, listen, I hop on offers with 100 people. As long as the price is competitive and it sells quickly, you know? I think 15 people is fine. As long as the price, like as long as the lowest price is still profitable, lowest FBA if you're selling FBA. I've been told to keep an eye on that data to avoid possible IP. Yes. Yeah, so that's good too because when you're looking at that, you see the sellers go up and then you see it slam down to one person. Everybody got hit with IP claims on that. How are you? Have you been to Walmart? I miss your show again, says Elizabeth. Your programs are wonderful, and can you also do some shopping at Target and Dollar Store again? Yeah, so I mean, I just uploaded a Dollar Tree. Was it a Dollar Tree? Yeah, I uploaded a Dollar Tree video last week. I am gonna go to Dollar General. I do want to do a Dollar General video. I've really been staying away from Target because to me, Target is trash. And I say that because, they don't put things on clearance like Walmart does. There are a lot of good items in Target. I don't know. A lot of times I feel like, wasting my time in Target. The way they mark their clearance, it's not even consumer friendly. Never mind reseller friendly. Like it's very confusing to consumers. You could find a lot of good, I find a lot of good, regular priced items in Target that I resell, like the Sonic figures I share, things like that. And I know Target has a little bit of clearance right now. It's just it just left a real bad taste in my mouth. I haven't even been in a Target in a long, months. I haven't even been in a Target at all. So, if Walmart's not having clearance, then I know that Target's not having clearance. And if they do have clearance, it's on like one item. And, but I'm definitely going to go into Dollar General again. I'll probably go into Dollar Tree. It's just that sourcing at those places, for me, sourcing at Dollar Tree is just not profitable. I'm just going to be blunt. You know what I mean? When I do Dollar Tree videos, it's really just to show people who are just starting out about dollar items that you can flip and double your money, right? But when you have to start making like ROI and you really have to scale your business, you're going to find that Dollar Tree and dollar stores in general, they just don't cut it. You know what I mean? Like, they just don't cut it. But we will be going into more dollar stores, though. And maybe I'll check out Target. Maybe I'll do Target on a live. Not this Sunday, but maybe I'll do Target on a live just to show everybody, hey, look, Target has crap.
Get the tires you need at Hogan Tire and Auto and save a lot of cash.
Hey, Richie, have you ever done a video on how to sell on Amazon? If not, you should. Yeah, Barb. So I did do one a while ago. I mean, it's really as simple as just Googling selling on Amazon. And it's going to bring you to Seller Central. You just follow the prompts. There's really no magic wand. You know what I mean? There's no magic to it. If you wanna sell on Amazon, You first need an account, and then you just need to go out and scan everything. You have to download the Amazon Seller app, which is what I show in all my videos, and you scan things like I do in all the stores. And what you do is you have the price, then you have Amazon's fees, and then you have what you can make. So if your item is going to cost you $10, but your proceeds are going to be $10, you're not going to buy that item. It's not profitable. If you're going to make $20 and you buy that item for $10, well, now you're going to make your 10 back, plus you're going to make 10 profit. It's really as simple as that. You know what I mean? And you just do that over and over and over and over and over again. Do you do any listings on eBay? No, Doris, I do not sell on eBay. Screw eBay. I hate eBay. I hate eBay. I haven't sold on eBay in years. My Walmart app has not been working right. Anyone else have that problem? Dude, that Walmart app has been a POS. I'll be in stores scanning items. It says out of stock. It's trash right now. I don't know what the heck is going on, but the Walmart app is trash. Oh man, I'm yawning. I need more energy. More energy. Last week I sold one pair of Nike Sucker shoes at $169.99 from $16.99 from Marshalls, Lola, and Rama. I know exactly what you're talking about. Those things crush it. Congrats. Let's matter of fact, let me see. Congrats. Let's see. We're gonna throw in some dinners in the chat. Let's go. Colby, what up? Do you send any of your Pokemon TCG? Yeah. So, it's funny you say that because I literally just packed up some Galar partner boxes, some Cinderace V, Alakazam V, and Garchomp Tag Team Tin. I have 3 Champions Path Elite Trainer boxes that I just don't want to send them in. I kind of want them for myself. I'm not gonna lie. So I was gonna send those in. Does the stream seem okay? Why does it seem like that? Hold on. But yeah, I'm not gonna send them in. I've sent some battle boxes in, some tins, but normally I don't like to do that. If I sell Pokemon products, I usually send it merchant fulfilled because I have more control on the returns. Let's see. We got 107 guys. Smash that like button. Let's see if we can get the likes to over 100. We get over 100 people in the live. Let's see if we can get those likes up to 100. That would be fantastic. It helps support your boy. You know what I mean? JJG Commercial, welcome to the Hustleholics Club, man. Thank you so much for subscribing, for joining the Hustleholics gang. Make sure you smash that like button, guys. Much appreciated. Yeah, don't be late on pools. We sold over 150. Paul Beagle selling 150 pools. What? Where do you even put it? That's awesome. Why do so many people not pay for an item? I have 7 payment pending item. I don't know. I do not know. Where was I? I lost my spot again, guys. We have a $5 super chat from Kizzy K? Kizzy K7 throwing up the hype. Thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Much appreciated. Thank you. Paul, great pool sales. Yep. Why do you do FBM and it says ship that day, but you're not home. Is all they looking for is the label creation. I mean, look, you can the label creation is what triggers the quote unquote ship. You know what I mean? It triggers. It says, "Hey, your item's been shipped," right? But I mean, if you send it, just make sure you get that package by the due date that Amazon promises the customer, because you don't want to be late. Because the last thing you want is for one of those customers to say, "Hey, my package I didn't receive my package on time." Amazon's gonna say, "Okay, we're gonna refund you and keep the product." That's the worst, man. You don't want to get a refund where a person gets something for free, and you know, because you wanted to wait or not get it there on time. Make sure your packages get there on time. Last night I saw a pallet of those 7-quart air fryers at full price. I know, man. I know. My Walmart has 12 of them, and they're still coming up $79. I am waiting for them to go down to $39 like I found at the other place, one of the other Walmarts. And then that way I can go get them. They're still there. I checked them before Florida. They were still 79. I checked them yesterday and today, earlier today, and they're still 79. So they haven't gone down to 39 yet. So all I can do is wait, but keep your eye out on those. Down to 20. Damn, marked down to 20. That's crazy. Art Kester, Richie, I ship from Amazon. I've shipped to Amazon from Jacksonville, Florida, and my stuff goes to a warehouse in North Carolina. On average, my cost is 5 to 6 per Walmart small box, 6 to 7. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when I was shipping from Florida though, it was going to New Jersey, but I thought I was shipping it from Massachusetts. So I'm probably gonna get dinged on that as far as like shipping cost goes. Because if I'm shipping to New Jersey from Florida, which normally I wouldn't if I had changed my address, you know what I'm saying? Walmart's been crazy this week. Holding people, heck, I even got sucker punched by a homeless dude in the bathroom Monday. What the hell? What is going on? Buy Dogecoin. It's speculative. I mean, I hold a bag of Doge, but you know what I mean. It's at the end of the day, it is a joke coin. It is a hype coin. You know. No financial advice. I hold a bag, but so many other coins to that have actual purpose. Kizzy, what up? JC, what is up? Felipe says, "Stay strapped or get clapped, homie." I've seen a lot of hostility in GA. Yeah, I don't know. These Walmart people are tripping, man. They really are. If they don't like it, they can move to Mass. I got the $29.99 BrickSeek membership, but haven't had any success with it yet. Michelle, you literally are going to have to. It's one of those things where BrickSeek, like, if you're not going in multiple Walmarts per week, it's gonna see. And I'm not talking like 1 or 2 per day. I'm talking like going to, 5 Walmarts a day. 3 to 5 a day, every day for 30 days. It will pay for itself. But if you're only going to 5 Walmarts a week, 3 Walmarts a week, or 8 Walmarts a week, it's gonna be hard, And if you're only looking at one store, it's gonna be hard too. You're gonna check out Lowe's, check out Target, check out Walmart. You know what I mean? Do your searches different. Look per store. Look for the popular searches. That's all I can say. Ariel says, "I've been in Mexico for the last year, and the Walmarts here stock shelves during the day. Super weird to climb over boxes and push carts around pallets in the middle of aisles." Yeah, I guess so. But a lot of Walmarts here, they keep pallets and pallets in the middle of the aisles. And you're looking at it like, especially in the toy aisle, it just sits there. Yeah, yeah. In New England, we don't really, I mean, do I use a repricer? Yes. So I use BQOOL, BQOOL. I use their, what's it called? Their, the AI repricer. I use that. I don't get the hate against other resellers. There is plenty. Yeah, I don't get the hate against other. There's plenty for everybody. I walked out of the Walmart today in Avon, spent $7.50 on video games with the potential profit of 100 plus. Yeah, I don't know why either. Honestly, like, it is what it is. Some cranky ass people. You know what? The people that hate, they're just angry at themselves. You know what I mean? Maybe something's not going right in their world. They're just angry. And then, you know what I mean? They feel like, you're a threat or whatever it is. And they're just already upset at their own situation. What are you going to do, right? Richie, I love Target and do well there, but it's not clearance. Target isn't about clearance. It's about regular price items. Absolutely, Brian. 100%. 100%. What was the issue you posted about doing a pickup order at Walmart in Florida? Oh my God. So I go to Walmart. I go inside. I say, hi, I'd like to pick up my order I placed online. The woman says, well, you can't do it here. You have to do it curbside pickup only. And I'm like, oh. I was like, I can't pick it up in the store? They're like, nope. You have to get in your car and go to the pickup. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I got in my car, went over to curbside pickup, followed the instructions, said, call this number. I called the number. It disconnected me 3 times. Then when I finally called it, somebody picked up and I said, hi, I'm here to pick up my order. Can you help me? They're like, yep. What's the name? I gave them my name. They're like, what's the last name? Can you spell it? I spelled the last name. They're like, can you give me the order number? I'm not pulling anything up. So I gave them the order number. They go, can you give me the order number again? I said, okay. Gave him the order number again. Then he goes, hold on. Then somebody else picks up the phone. Hi, can I help you? And I'm like, yes, I'd like to pick up my order. Same thing. What's your name? What's your order number? Blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, yo, what's going on? So they put me on hold. They're like, your order isn't here. And I'm like, I'm looking at the app. This was at Coconut Creek. They're like, are you at the right store? And I'm like, is this so-and-so address? And they're like, yes. And I'm like, well, then I'm at the right store. They're like, okay, hold on. I'm holding. Another person and says, hi, can I get your name? And I'm like, I told him, like, yo, this is like, it's the 3rd time I'm telling you this. What's going on? So they finally found my order, brought it out to me, and I went on my way. I'm like, come on, man. Like, this is crazy. Nonsense.
It's not magic. Yeah, we can make things flow. Make something appear out of absolute.
2 local Targets remodeling their electronic sections, and they had clearance. Bought Motorola modems at $40. Oh, good. Yeah, every time I go in there and I check out the modems, I never find them on clearance. I do sometimes, but yeah, I haven't. Like I said, I haven't been in a Target in months. You're better off buying cheaper groceries at Walmart versus dollar store. There are tons of groceries at Walmart for 100% ROI. Yeah, even items at $1.53, but it's obviously volume. Yeah, it has to be. Netta says, same, I hate eBay. Yeah, I'm not eBay friendly. You know what I mean? Man, what am I sipping on? Some apple juice. Let's throw up some apple juice in the chat. We got the apple juice, man. Oh, man. I went to 4 Goodwills this week. Yo, that's a place, that's what I want to do, too. I want to go check out, like, Goodwill. I want to check out Savers. I haven't been to these places in probably almost a year. I'm not sure what I'm going to find in the thrift shops. Because, honestly, when it comes to selling on Amazon, you know, I'm looking for, like, new items. And you can find new items there. It's hard, but you can do it. You know what I mean? Legacy says, bro, you got me to expand my buying and selling. Just want to say thank you. Hey, Legacy, glad you're doing your thing. I'm glad I was able to help or at least provide any type of motivational or anything to help get you there, man. Has anybody had issues when logging into the seller's account on PC? It says account terminated, but you refresh and you are logged in and it's fine. That's scary. Now you're making me want to refresh my account right now. Because that's scary. I don't want to see nothing that says, that's a cruel joke, you know what I mean? Let me see. What does mine say? Whew. No account terminated. I have not had that happen. That's scary. That's scary. Jenny Gonzalez, what is up? Would I buy the air fryer at $50? Depends on what it's selling at. Let's check it out right now. Power XL 7QT. Power XL. So it's selling at, oh, the buy box is at $130. But new $109.99. One prime offer for $109.99. So honestly, there's one prime offer for $109.99. That's it. One FBA seller on the listing. It's selling for $109.99, right? Is that FBA seller? So honestly, you'd make $77.25. So right there, you'd make $27.25 profit. But with only one FBA seller, I would buy and even price it higher than $109.99. I'd price mine at like maybe $124.99 or $129.99, and wait for that one FBA seller to sell out. So then I'm the only FBA seller left, and hopefully get my price $125. And I would set my repricer for like $114.95 as a minimum, and then I would set it at like $149.95 as a maximum. So if somebody else hops on, my repricing would compete with the FBA offer, you know. But at $50, yeah, I think I'm a buyer. They move pretty quick. It's not a slow mover. Wow, it is windy as heck today. So yeah, I mean, honestly, at 50, I'd probably be a buyer. 39 is a better price, but Richie, I don't see you selling a lot of perfumes. Any reason for that? Not really. I mean, I never got into it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a reason for it. Any tips on how to get into the wholesale side of the world? I got about 20K cash sitting, but not sure where to even start. RA is fun and all, but not sustainable long term. How to break into wholesale. The first thing you want to do is you want to play Google like a fiddle. You know what I'm saying? I'm like hot with this off right now. You want to play Google like a fiddle. You want to search and search and search and search for X type of distributors, boom. Distributors that sell, boom. Or if you have a product, say, this product, buy from distributors. Or you just always want to search for distributors, wholesale distributors, right? And you want to click on all their links. And it's really all about just doing Google searches. What up, Eric? Do you sell any groceries? I sell Pokemon cereal. Do you have time to explain what buy box means? Yeah, so I mean, buy box is pretty simple. So the buy box is something that you want to compete for as an Amazon seller. You want to get the buy box price, right? And when you get the buy box price, what does that mean? Well, that means me as a consumer, when I go onto the regular Amazon app where I want to purchase something as a consumer, when you go onto any product, you can click add to cart or buy now. And when you do that, the sale is going to go to the person that holds the buy box. Now, how do you determine who gets the buy box? It's usually, well, first of all, it's Amazon's determination. Amazon determines who gets the buy box, and they base their metrics on a bunch of things. This is not in any particular order because we don't know the exact metrics that Amazon based you getting that buy box price. But I can tell you it could have to do with seller metrics, right? Are you in good standings? Do you have good ratings? Are you in close proximity to the person that's buying it? Do you provide the best value? Is your price like the most valuable or of the most valuable? Will it ship to the consumer in 1 day or 2 day delivery? Will it get there quick? There's a bunch of different things that help you get the buy box. But the buy box price is definitely the price you want to aim for. Now, it's not necessary to get the buy box all the time. If there's 3 sellers on there and the buy box is really low, you can always price your item higher, wait for them to sell out. Hopefully you get the buy box. Also with buy box, if you have like 5 to 10 sellers on there, you could share the buy box, which means you price it the same as the buy box. So seller A, B, and C price their items the same, $25. 3 sellers are selling it for $25. The next seller sells it for $25.99. So 3 sellers have the buy box for $25. You're each going to rotate on that product. So whenever somebody buys something, Amazon will rotate it. Each of you will get the sale. So somebody buys it, you'll get the sale. Somebody buys it, somebody else will get the sale. Somebody buys it, that other person will get the sale. And then it goes back to you. A, B, C, A, B, C. Now, I get roasted a lot. Because honestly, sometimes I don't want to share the buy box. I want to blow out of my product and move on. You know what I mean? When I'm in the buy box, I like to. It just all depends. There's certain situations where sharing the buy box is good, and then there's some situations where not sharing the buy box is good. You just have to use discretion, and you know your business, and it's your business. So aim for the buy box. Let's see. Do you ever open? Oh, wait, I lost something. Where was I? I like the song. Make sure it's not. What the heck is going on? Where am I? I emailed you yesterday because our Walmart in Denton, Texas has like more of the 20 of those printed for $49. $49, I'm not a buyer at $49. I tried emailing you yesterday because I scanned them yesterday, but your email rejected. That's weird. Should be RichieHustlesNow@gmail.com. $49. What printer was those? I can't seem to something research function to find Keepa stats in my Scoutify 2 app. Keepa isn't there. Please help. Yeah, Jacob. So what you have to do is you actually have to add a custom link into Scoutify 2. So Scoutify 2 used to come with Keepa, but for whatever reason, they had to get rid of it. But it allows you to add a custom link. So to add a custom link, there is a video out there. Let me see if I can show it. I'll show you guys the exact video that I used to add Keepa to my Scoutify 2. Add Keepa to, and it's just, honestly, this is just a simple YouTube search. You know what I mean? But this is the guy right here. Let me get this guy up. Hold on. Share. Where do I copy? Copy the link. And then I'm going to put in the chat right now the link to the video that I used. Let me see. Add Keepa to Scoutify 2. All right, so I just posted a link in the chat. Do you pay for Keepa or do you use the free version? I pay for Keepa. I pay for Keepa. And I recommend if you're a reseller, even if you're just starting out, you need Keepa and you need to learn how to use it. You know, that it just reminds me, I want to talk about something real quick. I was talking to my wife about this, and when I say, I'm not trying to come across as a jerk, okay? And I know some of you are just like, oh no, what is he gonna say? When he has to preface, his sentence with, I'm not trying to come off as a jerk, but I will say this. When I started my journey, I said to myself, look, I'm no teacher. You know what I mean? I never signed up for reselling or YouTube to be a teacher. And I cannot believe the amount of people that want my help. It's flattering. So for me to not want to be a teacher, to try to educate a little bit when people ask me questions, or like, I just, what it is, I'm flattered, I'm taken back. But a lot of these questions that a lot of people ask, right? And I know like, you guys, sometimes you're looking for the right guidance, right? Because you're not sure. But like sometimes, like when I did this, like I didn't have nobody. Like, I really didn't. The way I did it, literally, Google and YouTube. So like, I watched 5 different reseller videos and I mimicked what they did. You know what I mean? And like, I Googled everything. Like, I think somebody asked me, how do I sign up for an Amazon seller account? And I'm like, yo, like I appreciate the love. I appreciate you like reaching out. Like in my head, I'm like, I appreciate you reaching out, wanting my help, my guidance, right? But if you drop that sentence in a Google search and said, how do I sell on Amazon? Like the first or second link is gonna be the Seller Central, and it's right there. So I'm not trying to be a jerk, but yo, like, have confidence in yourself. You know what I mean? Like, don't feel like as a new seller, you need to be told how to do something, right? Like, my personality trait is nobody's gonna tell me what to do, right? Like, I want to find out for myself. That's my personality. Not everybody's gonna have that personality, and I understand that, right? But what you have to do is, as a reseller, there has to be a certain level of confidence in you that says, like, I tell myself all the time, I have nobody to help me. There's nobody that's going to do this for me. I have to do it myself, right? Like you have to have a certain amount of confidence in yourself to the willingness to learn. You have to be willing to make mistakes. You have to be willing to accept that you are going to make mistakes and you have to learn from those mistakes, right? I effed up all the time. I still F up. It is what it is. But basically, like, have confidence in yourself. If you don't know a question, research it. Look for it. You know, search on YouTube. How to blah, blah, blah. You know, look at like 10 other resellers, what they're doing. You know what I mean? How are they doing it? What are they using? You know, my personality is I don't want, and I don't need anybody to hold my hand. You know what I mean? And that's why I never took a course because I can't imagine myself looking at a screen and learning that way. You know, that's just not how I learn. You know, I learn. I'm a hands-on type of person. I like to get in, make the mistake myself. Then my mind knows, hey, don't do that. You know what I mean? But just get out there, have that confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, do your Google search, watch hours and hours of YouTube content. And I'm not saying to consume YouTube content instead of going out and hustling, but yo, like, you know what I mean? If you're waking up at 5 a.m., take 15 minutes. Maybe when you first wake up, you get the snot out of your eye, like, ugh, you know? Look at something, or before bed, maybe spend half an hour, right? Just kind of educating yourself. You're stuck in traffic. Put it on. I used to listen to, when I would travel to the 9 to 5, I would literally have my YouTube on. I never listened to morning radio. I always tried to listen to people that I wanted to learn from. And then on the train ride, I always had YouTube in my ears, maybe some music sometimes, but I spent a lot of time consuming content. And that's really what I would recommend for everybody, you know? That's how you're going to learn. Yeah, that's how I learned. Everybody's different, I get it. And I don't want to harp on it too much, but, you know, have confidence in yourself. You can do this. You know what I mean? You don't need somebody there to give you a piggyback, to hold your hand across the street. You know what I mean? You can do it. You just have to have confidence in yourself to do it. And you will, you know? Get those small victories. Small victories first. Don't worry about the big victories. You want a bunch of small victories, and that's going to help you build your confidence in reselling. You know what I mean? All right. Now that full house moment is over, Coupon Girl says Jenny was on fire today. Isn't Jenny on fire every day? She's always fighting the deals, man. Jenny, she's always on fire. There is a secret Walmart. Doesn't want out the bag, and I just figured it out. What? There is a secret Walmart. Doesn't want out of the bag, and I just figured it out. Okay. The Coke little fridges and all the soda fridges are $7. Yes, although in my Walmart they had Dr. Pepper and Budweiser, and they were still $29. But there are a bunch of them out there that are $7. Guys, we're at 65 likes. Let's see if we can get the likes over 100 likes. Or you don't want this life. You know what I mean? A lot of people love this hoodie, man. It's my favorite hoodie. Yeah, I think my Walmart is the only one that doesn't have them at $7. I found them in Florida, though. That's awesome. So my Walmart is just late to the game. You can't sell perfume anyway, can you? I don't know. We should check it, right? Let's check. Can I sell perfume? How would I check that? Let's see. Perfume. Yeah. If I wanted to sell, well, you can, but hold on. A lot of the perfume is non-FBA. So it looks like you could sell it FBM, but you can't send it in FBA. I'm clicking on a couple of these perfumes. Some of them have, well, see now some of them have red restricted. Some of them I could, but okay, now most of them are red restricted. Avon, I could sell Avon, but not FBA. Sweet honesty, only by Avon. Oh man. Most of them are red restricted. I mean, I never thought to sell perfumes anyways. What shouldn't a beginner sell on Amazon? I mean, I think you need to focus more on what you can sell, because as a beginner, you're not going to be able to sell much. So what I recommend for all beginners is to sell books. Why is it some ads don't have a buy box, just number of sellers? Sometimes Amazon, I've heard a couple things. So I've heard that a couple things, like sometimes a buy box won't be present because none of the listings are of value. And then I just heard that sometimes the listing will be incomplete. So no buy box is issued because the listing itself isn't complete, or the listing is not up to Amazon's standards. These are things that I've heard. I'm not sure how factual they are, but you know. Screw sharing the buy box. We ain't here to make friends. I hear ya. Hey. Amazon thinks all sellers are way off price, too high or low. They will not. They will. Yeah. See. So right there, like right off from value. That's exactly it. They force buyer to click on available through. Yeah. That's exactly it. It was the one you went to pick at curbside, Canon and the Ross. It was the one you went to pick up at curbside, Canon and the rosin ones. Yeah, so those Canon ones, I mean, those Canon ones I picked up weren't 49. They were 34. So if they're the same ones, I wouldn't have bought them for 49. I bought them for 34.88. Richie, where's better seller support, eBay or Amazon? Amazon. eBay sucks. I hate eBay, man. So sweet, my daughter said, no, Mom, you are not getting a YouTube account. Come on, coupon girl. Join the revolution. 77 thumbs up. Yo, we just need 23 more to get to 100 likes. I know the Hustleholics can do it. I ain't even sweating it. People have to put in the work like you had to put in the work. Some want the easy road. That's not being a jerk. Yeah, you know, some people think, you know, like, cause basically, like, I don't want people not to think that they can't come to me for things, or I don't want people to be afraid to ask me questions. I have an open door policy, and no question is a stupid question. But you know, sometimes I can't get back to people right away, and I don't want to upset anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I sometimes if I take too long, people get upset. Like, they get pissed off. You know, if you end up in my request folder and I don't see it for weeks, I get like this follow-up messages that, oh, bro, all this shit go into your head, bro. Oh, this go into your head. It's like, what? It's not going to my head, man. I didn't even know you freaking messaged me. And honestly, you could have looked this up on Google and you could have got an instant freaking response. So just like be mindful. You know what I mean? And if you guys DM me and I'll get back to you, I'm really not ignoring you. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I get a lot of messages now. Yeah, I need to hit up Burlington. I think I'm gonna go this week. I need to go to Burlington. I think I'm gonna go this week. I was gonna go in Florida, and I didn't have time. Amy says, "Damn, you shaved. You look." Yeah, I know. I finally bought some razors, instead of doing a trim, and you know what I mean. Now, see this right here? See this? Now we're gonna get the Kybella. You know what I mean? We're gonna do a little bit of the Kybella, get rid of that. You know what I'm saying? It would be good. You know, all the fellas are like, what the hell is Kybella? All the ladies are like, oh yeah, Kybella, I know Kybella. What are you doing with the returns from Amazon? Honestly, I've been getting a lot of returns that have been brand new. I've sending them back in. You know, I've been literally sending them back in. I think there's only a handful of stuff that I honestly I've been throwing out a lot of stuff. Because on the move, I don't want to take a lot of stuff, so I'm like moving things out dirt cheap. I am selling a ton of things like so heavily discounted that I don't even care. You know, you know. I agree. 24/7 researching Amazon, learning every day, driving my family crazy. I love watching your videos. I'm trying to learn how to get them dinners. Dinners! That's a word we haven't used in so long. I can't wait till Sunday for another live hustle. Do you prep clothing that you ship into FBA? No. I pay Amazon to do poly bagging and labeling. I learn from YouTube every day. Spend hours and hours to find wholesalers. I agree with you 100%. Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's just all about that research. But a lot of times people don't have that confidence in them. They don't think that they can do it, you know? And that's why I would implore you, if you're one of those people that don't think you have the confidence in yourself to do it, or you can't recognize that, you gotta aim for small victories. Get up, list 5 products. That's a victory. Get up, go to Walmart, spend an hour, scan products, do your research, find 5 new products that you can sell. That's a small victory. You know what I mean? You can't just say, I'm going to sell $1,000 today, a day, every day. That's too big of a victory if you're just starting out. You know what I mean? Start out small, build it up, and you're going to be great. I just started watching you about a month ago. Is Amazon your main moneymaker, or do you have a full-time job? So, I can't talk about it right now. Amazon is pretty much my main income, but I can't talk about anything else yet. Have you thought more about doing a shipping video? I'm actually in the middle of doing a shipping video now. It's really just like, how can I say it? This shipment that I'm doing now is actually going to be a shipping video, but it's more like a day in the life, and then I include shipping in it. I signed up for Brixing today. I'm going to sneeze, sorry. Whew. Boy. Just one? I'm telling you, man, I don't wish bad sinus problems on anybody ever. I just don't. It's bad. Just ordered my shirt. What shirt is that? What shirt did you order? TKO Wood 3, thank you so much. I'm glad you learned something. I always appreciate it when I hear people learn from the videos, you know? Because one of the things I like to do is, like I said, I document my journey. You know, I never said that I am a teacher. That's not how I wanted to start my YouTube. My whole thing for starting a YouTube, and people get mad. You know, they get mad if either I don't give them the answer they want to hear or something. Like, they get upset. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, like I'm not a teacher. Like, I'm just me, right? I'm just documenting, and I'm learning every day myself, you know? I just started selling on Amazon. Hold on. Where'd it go? Just started selling on Amazon doing books, and I keep getting shipments that are 1 or 2 books going to multiple different. I know it sucks. I hate that. Is there any way to get around this? Unfortunately, no. You could do the name of it. I can't think of the name of it. Hold on. It's called. You could change your shipping method to only ship to one warehouse, but that only works. They could still split your shipment because the only way they don't split your shipment is per SKU, right? So if I'm sending 100 of this same item, right? If I'm sending 100 of this, I'm not, but I'm just saying, right? This represents an item. This represents an item. This represents an item, right? All of these are different items. So I have, 1,000 of this item, 100 of this item, and then I have 500 of this item, right? When you do inventory placement, that's what it's called. They may still split your shipments. Like this might go to one warehouse, this might go to another warehouse, and this might go to another warehouse. Or you might have this 100 broken into 50 and 50. Inventory placement, and it comes with a fee, Inventory placement, if you read, it says it's good if you're sending in multiple of the same SKU, right? So if you send them 50 different items and not 50 of the same item, even if you're using inventory placement, you could end up doing different shipments, unfortunately. I've learned a lot. Okay. Hey, a Hustleholics shirt. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for ordering a Hustleholics shirt. I love those shirts. How do you know if you... Hold on. Hold on. Do you have full time? You have any special... Hold on. How do you know if you can't sell on listings FBA? Is it just when it's red, if you can't sell on listings FBA? No, so like if I'm assuming you're talking about how do you know if you can send an item into FBA or not? One of the items is, let's see, we'll just do this. Okay. So this item here, right? There's no restriction on it, but there is right here. See this little, it's like arrows with like a no smoking sign over it, like this little red circle with the line through it. That means you cannot send this product in to FBA. That means this product, you could sell it FBM, merchant fulfilled, but you cannot send this product in to sell FBA. And that's how you can tell by this little asterisk right there. Other than the obvious where it says restricted, right? TKO Wood 3, I can't talk about it yet. For negative feedback removed from Amazon, I have found they have cracked down on what can and cannot be removed. Honestly, I haven't had a bad review in a very long time, and I am extremely grateful. Knock on wood. I am extremely grateful. What I used to dispute every single negative one, and I think what you just have to point out is, hey, does it go against Amazon's feedback policy, right? Is it a direct feedback on the product, right? And you have to be able to articulate that feedback in the dispute. Do you have? What I would say is, if Amazon denies your feedback removal, I would definitely try to resubmit it. I've resubmitted a bunch of, but sometimes they were pissing me off with a bunch of with the stuff they would. Richie didn't answer me on IG. Colby, when did you send me on IG? When didn't I answer you, Colby? Audrey says, love your tips, bro. All love. Thank you. 7 more likes. We hit the hundo. Oh, we already hit the hundo. Woo, we hit the hundo, baby. 102 likes on this live. Thank you so much for hitting that 100, man. That's amazing. Thank you. Hustleholics coming through. Those Keurigs was such a steal. All sold out. Yeah, I walked out with 4, and I'm so glad I walked back in because I went in to get boxes, and I noticed that when I walked back in, I saw those mini fridges. I saw the Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, and Pepsi for $7. And then I said, I already gotten 4 Keurigs that were in the clearance aisle, and I said, I'm walking by the coffee aisle. Let me look down and see if there's any more Keurigs there. And on the top shelf, yo, you saw it. 4 more Keurigs for $22. Nuts. Absolutely bonkers, man. I haven't seen any around here. None. Richie, when you buying that Mac? For the record, I joined today because watching your videos made me an extra few hundred this week from products I wouldn't have thought to look at. JJG commercial, that is dope, man. I am so happy that you were able to profit either from items that I picked up or maybe you saw something in a video of mine. That's awesome. Listen, I want to see everybody win. I love seeing everybody win. Awesome. Matter of fact, for JJG commercial, throw those dinners in the chat. Let's throw the dinners in the chat. Throwing dinners all day for JJG. I learned from your channel and Jenny from the coupon dealer. I love it. Thank you, coupon girl. Much appreciated. Bro, I sell books, send 30 at a time, all different titles. Never have us split them up. Yeah, honestly, with books, you never really have to split them up, period. You know? Usually. Collect or invest in Pokemon? I mean, I collect. I do invest, but investing is buying something with the intent to sell for profit. And a lot of the Pokemon stuff I have right now, I'm intending to hold it. I want to see where it goes. And as a collector, I'm kind of just like, I'm not into the whole. I'm going to be opening up like a comic and collectible store. You know what I mean? So if I'm going to sell it, I'm really trying to just stock up on inventory to sell in the store. Do you use Inventory Lab? I have a membership for Inventory Lab, but I only use it for Scoutify 2. I don't use Inventory Lab to create shipments. I use Seller Central. I had 98 pounds today, one place. I was so happy. I know. That's awesome. Celestial McKenzie, how do you know what your profit is for the month? I don't, you could track it on the app, there are reports for that you can pull. Also, a good thing about Inventory Lab is in Inventory Lab, they have a P&L on there that you can track from your sales, but it doesn't link to your bank account. So it doesn't account for outside purchases and stuff like that. It's solely what you made on Amazon. You know what I mean? So it's really just kind of like pulling the P&L report, comparing it to your books. What I do is honestly, right now, I'm just selling. I just want to make money. I'm just going by the app. I look at what I'm making. I know what I sold last month. I know what I have to sell this month. I know what I have to sell a day to keep the dream alive. I know what I have to do. So I think sometimes knowing what to do is more valuable than knowing numbers. But you have to know your numbers. It's just what numbers do you want to? There's so many numbers. You know what I mean? I like to pay attention to the monthly number, but besides the monthly number, I like to make sure that I'm in positive profit. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm not in a loss, I'll hire someone to keep track of that one day. Because it's hard to keep track of. It really is. It's hard to keep track of that. Plus, it's hard to sell, list on Macari, make videos, be a dad, be a husband, do housework. I'm getting ready to move. Like, there's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? Johanna says, so picked up those lava lamps, which had a decent ROI. They did, especially at $7. But even Super Unsexy was getting them for $3. But it's considered a dangerous good. Should I return? Merch and fulfill. Just merch and fulfill it. Yeah, see, and then Troy, right below it said, just sell via FBM. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, FBM. Like 2 days ago, it's all good. I figured the hustle was heavy. I don't remember getting an inbox. My bad. Do you still remove the store tags or let Amazon cover them up? Yeah, Audrey, so I remove all the store tags. So any stickers that are on the products from the stores, I take those off. Any like Marshall's tags on hats, stuff like that, I rip them off. I only keep the brand stickers, the brand tags on, but the store tags I take off. All right, let me see. We're getting close to the end here. I had to refresh my screen, so I think I lost all the questions. Oh, no, I have it here. Love the dinners. Hell yeah. Leo says, yo, Richie, I just got ungated in Pokemon, Disney, Lego, Star Wars, super pumped, found a cheap distributor. Let's go. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, Leo. Good job, man. Especially on the Pokemon and Disney. Congrats. You ever forget to take a store tag off and get a bad review? Yep. Yes. A couple times I forgot. Not necessarily the store tag, but I think they were mostly on Walmart items. Because sometimes, Walmart just can't put one clearance sticker on the side. There's going to be one on the side, one on the other side, one on the bottom. And if you're not looking at all the sides, you forget. And then somebody gets that same item that they bought for $45 and saw that you paid $5. Well, they're a little pissed. Then they return it. And you get a bad review. Yes, that has definitely happened to me. I love Super Unsexy guy. He needs to do more videos. He's a very, very nice guy. Yeah, he seems pretty cool, man. I like him a lot too. We talk via IG sometimes. He's a real cool dude. Shout out Super Unsexy. Tamika Jacobs says $25 profit, 53 pounds and 42 inches long. Would you take to UPS and FBA it? No. I'll tell you why. Number one, it's over 50 pounds. Number two, it's 42 inches long. If it was under 50 pounds, I would, but honestly, I might merch and fulfill that and then slap a label on the box. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't send it into FBA. What product do you recommend for beginnings that isn't gated? Books. What product would you recommend? I just answered that. Books. Yeah, Walmart is a bunch of sticker. Yeah, they are. They really are. Will there be Roblox coin in the future? I don't know. Oh, man. Guys, I can't believe we got to 112 likes, 113 likes, man. You guys, the Hustleholics are really special. I'll tell you, I say it all the time and I mean it. You know, other resellers have, great followings. Sometimes a lot more than me, and that's fine. They've been doing it a long time. I'm a follower of most of theirs, but I have to tell you, man, I really think there's no better crew than the Hustleholics gang, man. Like all of you guys that join these lives, that participate, ask great questions. I really think you guys are the best when it comes to content and participation. You guys are awesome. Nobody beats the Hustleholics gang, man. I don't care who it is. Reezy Ninjas, eat your heart out. The Hustleholics gang is here. What? How long you been doing this? I've been doing it over 3 years now. Thanks for skipping my question. Where was your question? Little brother, okay, I see it. Richie, can you go in Lowe's and ask for a list of all their clearance items? If you can, I am unaware of it. What I do is I look up Lowe's clearance on BrickSeek. Then what I do is after I find a clearance item on BrickSeek that I want, I take that UPC, I put it in the search bar of the Lowe's location I'm at, and I see if it agrees with BrickSeek. Like for instance, I went into a Lowe's the other day looking for an item. BrickSeek said they had 6, and guess how many I walked out with? 0. So I'm not sure if they have a list of clearance items, but I definitely use BrickSeek in Lowe's to look at clearance items in Lowe's. So BrickSeek is the only deal site that I use. So if there are other deal sites out there, I don't use them. All right, guys, look, we've been on here an hour and a half. I'm going to head out. I need to finish up the shipment for tomorrow morning. I'm going to head to the UPS store in the morning. I don't want to be up too late. So, guys, if you have any more questions, shoot me on IG. Don't shoot me, but shoot me a message on IG. I'll definitely try to get back to all you guys. Peace, love. Thank you all so much. Like, share, definitely consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Definitely hit that bell so you get notifications. I'm working on a bunch of videos to be uploaded from Walmart to Lowe's to Marshall's. And this Sunday, we're going on another live hustle in Walmart. And tomorrow, we're doing a box break of the Battle Styles Booster Box Pokemon Fresh Booster Box. You can go to www.hustleholics.com. Throw it in the chat. Hustleholics.com. Buy your booster pack so we can open them up live. And then I'll send them out to you. All right? Peace out. Good luck getting them dinners. I'll talk to you guys on the next hustle. Peace out, guys.